Hello traders, how are you? Welcome back to Simply Forex. Lovely to see you all again. It is Thursday. Yeah, Thursday, just in case you weren't sure what day of the week it was, and having one of them weeks maybe. So guys, live stream. I'm with you for the next 45 minutes or so. Get as many questions as you like over to me, and I will answer every single one of them. I'm just going to bring up on the other screen, guys, some of your questions so we can see who is in the house today. Right, let's take a look. So yesterday we had a few problems, guys, but today let's see if it's worked itself out. Can anyone just say hello? Firstly, can you see me and hear me? And then can you see my magic pen? I know it's not magic, but I call it my magic pen. Yes, Colin, let's see it works. Wonderful news, guys. So hello, Colin. How are you, mate? I hope those hedges are working themselves out slowly. Like I say, guys, with you for the next 45 minutes. Get as many questions as you like over to me. If you are a member, your name will appear in green, and I will answer your questions first, but I will try and answer everyone's questions. And if I don't hold it against me, because I'm losing my voice and I sound like Barry White, so bear with me. We've also got a little bit of news today. All right, so let's take a quick look at that on the economic calendar. And as you can see, guys, we've got initial jobless claims coming out, all right, in 26 minutes, 27 minutes. So initial jobless claims is basically people claiming unemployment. So they want this number to be lower. A lower reading is a better than expected reading for this piece of data. So initial jobless claims, they want more people, they want less people to claim unemployment. All right, so the figure's 240, and we'll see what happens with that figure. We've also got Philly Fed manufacturing. Okay, so this is also another 3-star rating, and we're going to have a little read up of this one. So guys, if you're ever not sure, like you think, what the hell does this data mean? And to be honest with you, it's not that important. It's more the case, is it a beat on it, expectations, is it a miss? But let's have a look anyway. If you click on it, just for your own knowledge, maybe it comes up in a pub quiz. I've never had this question, but you never know. Or maybe you meet a fellow trader at a dinner party and you can tell him what Philly Fed manufacturing is. So the Philly Fed Reserve Manufacturing Index rates the relative level of general business conditions in Philadelphia. A level above 0 on the index indicates improving conditions in manufacturing. Below indicates worsening conditions. All right, so it's compiled of data of over 250 manufacturers, and it's just specifically for the Philadelphia area. Okay, so there you go. There you have it. You now know. But we will be, we do want to know what the data is when that comes out, guys. All right, so we'll keep an eye on that as well. Right, let's see who's in the house. It looks like YouTube is working today. That is good news. So, Colin, how are you, mate? Yes, can see and hear. Good. Hope Searchlight, hello, how are you? Denny, good day, Tom. Good day, everyone. Good day, Denny. Tater Tots, we can view, pen, and hear. Good. Ram JP, US dollar, Japanese yen. All right, we'll take a look at US dollar, Japanese yen. Samuel, yes. Good day, Greg. How are you, mate? Nuno Nunes, the talented pacey winger for Portugal. That's what you sound like. How did you develop your own strategy? Good question, Tater Tots. I will answer that first. Renewable Nat, good day, Tom. Saman, hey, Tom, please let me know your thoughts on oil when you get the chance. I will indeed do that as well, Saman. Aussie dollar CAD, is it in a value play for a short? All right, we'll check that out as well. Neju, Njob, my favorite channel. Neju, you are now my favorite trader. Very fickle. Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoy the channel. All right, so let me start with showing you a trade I have just got in. Well, not just, about an hour ago. So, pound Canadian dollar. As you know, guys, this was one of my trade ideas. All right, we liked this because of the day chart. Yeah, look at that. We like this day chart. Why do we like it? Well, we're in an uptrend. Yeah, that is clear to see. Higher lows, higher highs, uptrend. Yeah, you don't need to be Warren Buffett to see that. All right. If we scroll in a little bit now, you can also see we had this very bullish candle and we've broken out of this gray zone. We did that a couple of days ago. We've broken these highs here. We've got room to move into as well. All right, so that's the daily trade idea. Then I drop down to the H4 and or the H1 to look for an entry. And it was the H1, guys. So this is interesting. All right, so I'm going to show you a couple of things here. So on the H1, you'll be saying, Tom, are you crazy? Yeah, this was a H1 structure break. And you would be very correct. Yeah, it was. Yeah, we broke these lows. Okay, so on the H1, it doesn't necessarily look like a great setup, but yeah, it reacted in my gray zone. Yeah, I didn't enter on this candle because simply the candle before it is too bearish. Yeah, in hindsight, I wish I did enter on this candle, but I didn't. Yeah, we don't have hindsight. So this was too bearish to enter on this, although I really liked the level. Yeah, if you look, put a pen through there. Yeah, these couple of levels here. Yeah, literally touched it and shot off. But I waited for the next candle as well, which was this one. So I've actually entered here, put my stop below here, and I'm looking to take this trade up. Okay, so that's the idea. And if you look at this H1 candle, all right, if you look at this H1 candle now, that has literally just closed above these H1 highs. So we're actually getting H1 highs on the H1, which again gives me extra confluence and extra confidence to take this trade. And this is where we find ourselves. This is where I'm at, guys. All right. But yeah, H1, it was breaking down. But if we look at the H4, yeah, not breaking down. Yeah, so this is why I look at several time frames, guys. I'm looking at all the time frames to make the best decision I can. If I only traded the H1, let's go back to the H1, I probably wouldn't be in this trade. If it's a good trade or a bad trade, we don't know. Yeah, but I wouldn't have been in this trade if I was looking at the H1. But if I also look at the H4, I'm also thinking, yeah, we're on a H4. Yeah, we've got this area through here, which I showed you earlier. It's hit that. And it is reacting like a maniac. All right. So, yeah, I like this trade, especially if this H4 candle finishes like this. Yeah, we really like this trade if it finishes like this. All right, so we've got about 50 minutes to see where that finishes. All right, so that's the trade I'm in. I put it in my VIP Discord channel. I give you my entry, my stop loss, although I hedge, and my target, guys. So that is a trade I'm in. Let's see if it works out. Right, what were some of the other questions? So yeah, Tater Tots, how did you develop your own strategy? Well, because I'm a stubborn sod and I have to learn things the hard way, I developed it over years of harsh lessons. Yeah, I'm sure you're finding the same, guys. Some of you are probably the same. You have to find out the hard way, and the hard way in trading means losing money. Yeah, that's the tricky part with trading. Yeah, if I take up, badminton, yeah, and I'm and I take years to get good at it, it's not costing me a lot of money. Yeah. Whereas trading, yeah, bad performance equals loss of money. So that's the tricky thing with trading. The real psychological aspect comes into it for that reason. But how did I develop? So like everyone, yeah, this is how it goes. Yeah, I would say this is quite general for every trader. Let me take a drink before I babble on about this. So I don't know if this is the same for you, but I reckon every trader starts off and like 5-minute M15, and they're thinking quick money. They're like, I'm going to scalp. I'm going to get in and out of trades. I'm going to make a quick few bucks. I'm going to be finished by lunchtime. I'll have the Lambo by Christmas. Yeah. Lots of traders get in with that mindset. Okay. I was no different. Yeah. I was no different. And then you soon learn that trading those lower time frames is stressful, yeah, and you actually spend more time at the screen. So the first thing that happens is your time frame that you look at gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So you might have started off on the M5, it will go to the M15. Before you know it, you're looking at the hourly. Before you know it, you're looking at the H4, the daily, and then before you know it, you're making decisions on the weekly chart. Yeah, I would say that's quite common. All right. So first and foremost, take the bigger picture and trade on the smaller time frames. That's what I learned not quite quickly. It took me years. It's quite a slow learner, to be fair. So yeah, it's that. All right. And then secondly, the other temptation is to have 1,000 indicators on your chart. You've got volume, RSI, you've got 4 moving averages, you've got Hikinashi candles, you've got the MACD, you've got average true range. Before you know it, you've got 1,000 indicators and you are lost. You are in the wilderness, yeah, looking for a strategy that is not in amongst all that crap, to be quite honest. And then how I developed my own strategy is basically I wasn't making money doing all of that, and then just stripped it all away. Yeah, I just started, the real honesty of the charts is in trend and structure, candlesticks, support and resistance, and this concept of value. I know I talk about it every week. Maybe some of you listen to it. I hope you do, because that is what is going to be the building blocks of a successful strategy. Those 4 things: market structure, trend, candlesticks, support and resistance levels, and value. And the 5th one is putting the time frames together. So I look at weekly, daily, H4, H1, putting those together and painting a picture as well. That's also a skill. So if you've got something based on that, then you have good foundations to get consistency. And then if you want to add an indicator, to be honest with you, I've been looking at RSI quite a bit, and that's kept me out of a few bad trades. So if you use 1 indicator, 2 indicators, I also use the moving average 20, but, I just use them as confluence. But my real understanding of the market comes from those things you talk about. So, yeah, it was a bit of stripping everything away. And then I arrived at a strategy that just made sense to me. Yeah. You can get these people who will say, right, I make $10,000 every day in the market, and all I trade is the MACD with a moving average crossover. You're like, no, you don't. Yeah. Simple as that. So you need to put in the time and understand those things I spoke about, and then you will get a strategy that makes sense. Okay, but yeah, good question, Tater Tots. Good question. I like that one. Right. Please let me know your thoughts on oil. So, Saman, let's take a little look at oil. I already know, because I do my analysis, oil is at a very important weekly level, and we're seeing a bounce off of that weekly level against the day and weekly trend. Right, now we can look at oil. Okay, so weekly, yeah, as I said, guys, look, you know, we are in an uptrend, but we are at the strongest support and resistance level I think I've ever seen. Yeah, this level has held. Yeah, okay, if we think of it as resistance, it's held since the 21st of November 22. Yeah, it's held since then. As soon as it breaks, retests, it's held since then. Yeah, that is an impressive piece of resistance. That is like Liverpool's defense in their heyday. I don't know where I find these analogies, guys. I apologize. So yeah, you know, that's the problem. Okay, so Samantha, that's the problem I have with it. Yeah, we are in a weekly uptrend, so I want to buy it, but we're at a resistance level. Okay, let's look at the day chart. Let's see if we can make more sense of it. Okay, so let's look at this. I'm going to put this level in, and even that level there, because if you think about it, guys, yeah, that level, a break of that level would mean a daily structure break. All right, so we know this is weekly resistance. If we break this, then of course, yeah, we can carry on with buys. But, you know, we might not break this level for 5 weeks. Okay, what's looking more likely is this. Yeah, we are going to see a daily breakdown. Yeah, I've also included this wick and this last low. If we get a break of this level, yeah, retest maybe into here or even into here, yeah, then I'm interested in selling this pair. Okay, but I would need to see a break of daily structure. All right, so that's what I'm seeing with oil. You know, could we take buys from here back up into the grey zone? Yeah, potentially, because this is the last low and we're with the day trend. That would make sense. But today's not the day, because look at that candle. Yeah, I wouldn't like to buy that candle today. Yeah, no one would. Don't buy candles like that. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, don't sell candles like this. Don't buy candles like that. Yeah, do not do that. All right, so maybe, yeah, maybe we get a big green candle like this. Then okay, maybe we could take it back up into here somewhere. All right, so yeah, oil, this is where we're at. Yeah, in an uptrend, but at resistance. I need something to break, or even we get a bullish reaction back up. All right, so yeah, that's what I'm seeing on oil. But that weekly resistance is impressive. I feel like clapping. Right, what else are we looking at? So Saman, Colin, Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. Is it a value play for a short? All right, interesting question. Guys, before we look at Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar, if I could ask everyone, if you're new to the channel, firstly, please subscribe to the channel right now. Okay, only takes a second. Also, smash the notification button so you receive an alert every time I trade. I post a trade. I post a vid. And next, guys, if I could ask everyone to please smash the like button. So I'm going to give you 1 second, guys. Please smash the like button. I'm going to have a drink. Okay. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much. Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. So straight away, yeah, just looking at Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar, look at this candle. There is some serious buying going on here. Just looking at that daily candle, I know the daily candle hasn't finished, but there is some serious buying going on. Yeah, serious. And you have to bear in mind, look, I'll show you this as well. Aussie dollar news earlier on was terrible. Yeah. This, the employment change, is big news. Yeah. Went from 15K to minus 15K. That is a hell of a swing. Yeah. Also, yeah, the unemployment rate increased. Yeah. So all of this is bad for the Aussie dollar. Obviously, these are terrible employment figures. But what really worries me is when you get news like that is crap for the Aussie dollar, yet we are seeing Aussie dollar buyers. That tells me there is potentially some big buyers down here. That's what that tells me, because the fundamentals are being ignored. So no, in a word, no, I wouldn't like to start shorting this pair. I mean, if we, in terms of a, structure, it's in a downtrend. Okay, it is. It's clear. All right, but look at that. That is flying up. Let's have a look at the H4. Yeah, so look, that was that news. The news drove it down, and then you can't help but think there's some big buyers in here, because look at that reaction. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what it does here. But if this H4 candle finishes like this, I do not want to short that. Again, I said it on the last pair we analyzed. Do not short H4 candles that look like that. Do not buy H4 candles that look like that. All right, guys. So yeah, no, I wouldn't say that is. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, this is a nice level of what was once support, broke, become resistance. I hear you. But if we just look at what's happening in the chart, there is a lot of buying pressure coming up. So I would stay away from this. So that's Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. Poo Poppy, I realized I have been using Hikinashi candles by accident for the last few weeks. No wonder I saw wicks everywhere. Yes, Poo Poppy, that will not help your trading. Unless you trade Hikinashi candles as part of your strategy, then the thing I like about Hikinashi candles, maybe some of you use them, it's easy to follow trend. Yeah, you're like, right, I've got red candles, I will sell. I've got green candles, I will buy. But the thing with Hikinashi candles is it doesn't give you all this information. Yeah, because look at this candle here. On a Hikinashi, that would probably be a green candle. And you'll be thinking, okay, yeah, no problem. Let's carry on up. Yeah, but you won't see this massive wick and all the information this is giving you. And then, it comes tumbling down. So they're good for some reasons, Hikinashi candles, but they don't allow me to read the candle as it is. So yeah, I don't use Hikinashi. I did back in the day, but I don't now. I used everything back in the day. Right, guys. Denny, I'm short on US dollar Swiss franc. I'm going to close right before news. Any thoughts? Should I just leave it open during news? Denny, this is what you can do. All right. So we've got 5 minutes before the news. I'm going to give you a 5-minute breakdown of what you can do before news. Right. So you are in a US dollar Swiss franc sell. All right. I actually closed a hedge up here. I am also in a sell. All right. So I closed my hedge here and I put a new hedge here. So I've already taken some profit off of this trade. So let's say you're nicely in profit now. You've got a few options, right? So now you could close 50% of the trade, 60%. 70%, 40%, whatever you want to do. Yeah. I closed a third of my trade. Yeah, so I closed 33%. All right. I have now moved my buy hedge from here. I will move it down to here, above this big bearish candle. All right. And I will just tighten things up, because if price does, I'll move my hedge down to here. If price does come whizzing up, okay, I've lost 72, okay, about 17 pips. All right. Bear in mind, I've already taken some profit. Or it comes flying down further. And, this is a target I'm looking at down here. So you can close some of the trade, take some profit and leave some profit to run. Yeah. So many people think I have to open 100% of the trade and trade it, and I have to close 100% of my trade to finish the trade. No, I constantly build trades. I'll enter 30%, 30%, 40%, and then I start selling. Yeah. And hopefully the market starts coming down. Yeah. And then I will exit maybe 50%, 80%. Yeah. So get used to this idea of building trades. Yeah. It doesn't have to be so black as white. It can be as black and white as this is my entry, this is my target, this is my stop loss. But I get real good results from managing trades. Okay. So yeah, that's what you can do, Denny. Yeah. Take some profit, and then if it goes in your favor, great. You still got some profit. You can move your hedge or your stop loss down to here, or even maybe you entered here, maybe just move your stop loss down to break even. Then you've got, it's like a risk-free trade. So that's what I would do, Denny, before the news comes out. Right, what else are we looking at? Okay, so Poo Poppy took pound Canadian dollar. Good. Happy days, mate. Made it. How you doing? I'm good. Yeah, I had a nice trade yesterday on Euro Swiss franc, pound Canadian dollars looking good today. So, yeah, I'm all right in terms of trading cop prod. Thank you for asking. Renewable Nat, please take a look at gold. You are gold. Sorry. Okay, we'll take a look at that. Okay, good. Greg, pound Canadian in at the same time. Great minds think alike. Greg is part of the mentorship program. So, Greg, we're looking at the same thing. This is good. Great, mate. Great trade. Hopefully it's a great trade. The setup's good, and that's all we can do is trade our setups. So, right, guys, I can see some other questions, but we're just going to pause for a little bit now. We're going to look at the US dollar Swiss franc because Denny is in it and I'm still in it for part of my trade. And we're going to wait for the news to come out. Okay. So again, we're going to play Guess the News game. I know you're very excited, guys, and you're probably salivating at this this exciting game that we play every time there's news. But we're just going to see the reaction on a US dollar major like this pair, and you are going to predict what the news was. Was it better than expected? Was it worse than expected? Or as expected? So here we go. 5, 4, for like Houston. Okay. So not much of a response thus far. Okay, we're seeing a little bit of US dollar strength. Okay, so I don't know what to think right now. Do any of you guys, answers on a postcard? What do you think? Better than expected? Worse than expected? As expected? Because it was coming down nicely, then shot back up. Difficult to make head or tail of this reaction. Very muted, really. Let's have a look at another pair. Pound US dollar. Okay, this is a little bit more clearer. I'm seeing pound strength, therefore US dollar weakness. Let's have a look at Euro US dollar. Yep. We're seeing Euro. No, we're not, all of a sudden. Okay, let's have a look at Aussie dollar, US dollar. Quite muted, guys, really. I'm going to say, this is my guess, I'm going to say slightly worse than expected, ever so slightly. Okay, what do you guys think? Let's look at the news, because the game's not that exciting, to be fair. So let's look at the news. Sorry, where are we? So initial jobless claims was slightly better than expected, and Philly Fed was better than expected. Okay, so not massive beats. Yeah, this is literally the same. Yeah, that is not a big enough difference to make a change. You know, it is a better than expected figure, but just. Whereas this is a big jump, guys. This was minus 10 to plus 12. So that is a big jump, guys. So much so, I'm going to take a quick look at my US dollar Swiss franc trade. Okay, and I am going to... Okay. Yeah, because that is a big beat on expectations, guys. Yeah, that Philly Fed number really is. So let's go back to US dollar Swiss franc, because Denny, I know you're in it. So let's take a look at that. Yeah, we can start to expect to see a bit of US dollar strength off the back of that, guys, really. You know, perhaps it might come back up to here. It might come, it might retrace to here before it comes down. But we can expect a little bit of strength from the US dollar on that news. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that. We'll come back to it. I'll take a few more of your questions instead now, guys, all right? But yeah, better than expected. Right, let me bring your questions back up. Where were we? I reckon world economy is not in good condition. What do you think, Tom? Yes, I would say the economy is not in great shape. And all you really, so Denny asks, oil, Swiss franc, Japanese yen, world economy is not in good condition. What do you think? Just take a look at the indices. Yeah, if you want to know what the economy is doing, I know you can look at, treasuries and bonds and stuff like that, but just look at the indices. Where are we? Let's look at the NASDAQ. Go to the day chart. That is a good reading of the economy. Yeah, because it's the top 100 businesses, and that is on a downtrend. Yeah, that tells me the economy is not in good shape. All right, let's look at the Dow Jones. Again, we've literally, we've had a daily structure break for the first time in, months. Okay, so this tells me price wants to come down. And the S&P, because I know I've done this in my analysis vid, guys, this morning. The indices are coming down. Yeah. Where will they come down to? We're not sure, but that is telling us that the economy is not doing great at the moment. And we know it's not. Inflation's still high. They're raising interest rates as a result, and what normally happens after a series of interest rate hikes is a recession. Yeah, I mean, just go back historically. I don't like to get into fundamentals because I don't trade them, but historically, you have a series of interest rates. After that, you will have a recession. Yeah, go back in history if you don't believe me. Right, what else are we looking at today? Hamed, hello and good evening, Tom. I would like to know, do you not enter the market before the London session? Because pound Canadian dollar had a bullish candle in 1 hour before the London session. So good question, Hamed. Let's go back to pound Canadian dollar, which we are currently in. So, okay, so this candle here, was before the London Open. So arguably, this is one of our potential setups. We've got a bullish H1 candle coming out of our grey zone. All right. But there was something about this last high that I didn't like. And I will trade before the London Open. I usually wait. I usually do my analysis before the London Open. Okay. Send my vid to you guys. Then I go down the gym. Okay. And then I come back and I start to look at the charts roughly when, you know, the UK London is about to open. So typically I won't because of my routine. All right. And, you know, it kept me out of trouble in this case, didn't it? I mean, because that, you know, that was potentially a buy. But let's look at that candle. I'm going to circle it here. So let's look at this candle in terms of the H4. Okay, so let's go back to the H4 now. You know, oh, sorry guys, I always do that. Ask Colin. I always do that. So, but look, if you look at the H4, yeah, if we entered here in this circle, look at this bearish H4 candle. So that just tells me, yeah, that perhaps the market has a little bit more room to the downside. So although it did give us a H1 entry, I wouldn't have traded this because of that H4 candle. And then I'll just wait for it to come lower. And when it comes lower, I just like the fact that I'm getting more and more and more and more value. And then, you know, and that's what the market's looking for. There's no surprise that this finally takes off once it's come down to a real nice area of value. All right. And I'll tell you what also has probably happened is this. If we look at the H1, I'm going to get rid of this now. Imagine how many people, yeah, have entered here and put their stop below here. Because if you follow H1 structure, yeah, you'll be thinking, I've nailed it. Yeah, I'm with H1 structure. I've got a bullish green candle. I'm going to start buying this. Imagine how many stop losses are in here. Imagine millions. Yeah, they just get gobbled up. Yeah, and then bang. Yeah, maybe some of the big boys come in. Yeah, we don't know. Nobody can really tell you that, but it wouldn't surprise me after taking out all of these stop losses. All right, so yeah, usually wait for the UK to open. That was a very long-winded answer, Hamed. But yeah, there you go. But it's interesting what that was doing there as well. How do you trade ranges? Okay, Hassan, let's take a look at okay, we'll look at that in a minute, Hassan, because like I say, guys, if you're a member of the channel, I will take your questions first. All right, so now's probably a good time just to mention a few things. So guys, if you haven't joined our free Discord channel, then come join it. Yeah, it's free. We've got traders sharing ideas, knowledge, we've got indicators, psychology, loads of cool things in there, guys. So come join the free Discord. The link is in the video description. Also, guys, we have got a VIP Discord. That is where I put my trade ideas like this. That's where I put my trade entries, sorry, like this pound Canadian dollar trade. You also have two other expert traders giving you their trade ideas. We have a room called Ask Tom, where you can ask me anything about trading throughout the day. We also give you exclusive content every week. And you get access to a performance code. So if you're interested in the VIP Discord, the link is in the video description. Next, guys, if you want to see your name in green, like a lot of the guys in the live chat, then you must become a Simply Forex YouTube member. Yeah, it starts from as little as under $2 a month, guys. But you get some cool perks, and I will prioritize your questions over other questions. All right. And what else? Finally, guys, yeah, I do a mentorship program. So if you would like to be mentored one-on-one with myself, then drop us an email and we'll send you the details. The email is in the video description. All right. So there you go, guys. Let's take a look at gold for renewable nat. Right, gold. You are gold. got to have a quick drink, guys. Let me just have a quick drink. I really am starting to sound like Barry White. Right, let's do one together, guys. Yeah, we are going to do this together. Yeah, we like this. We like doing this. So, if you looked at the weekly chart right now, first question, yeah, I'm going to give you like a minute to answer it. So get your thinking hats on, guys. You're gonna answer this. You are going to do the analysis. So, gold. What is the trend on the weekly chart? Guys, you tell me. Okay. Okay, so we've got a couple of answers. And I agree with all of you. Okay, I'm going to ranging. Okay. I'm going to say downtrend. All right. Okay, I could potentially arrange, but again, let's follow structure. Okay, so it's been in a downtrend. Yeah. You know, that is in a downtrend right now as we speak. Okay. Price has come back up to these last highs here, and it's come all the way back down to here as well. So downtrend stroke range. Okay, this is what we're seeing. All right. Yeah. Bearish long term. I mean, weekly is very long term. So, you know, if we start breaking this low, we really do have some room to. Oh, sorry, guys, been drinking again. If we break this low, guys, we really do have some room to the downside. Yeah, this could be a target down here. All right, but it's not. So weekly's in a downtrend. And if I said weekly chart right now, only the weekly chart, this is all we're doing to base our analysis, because this is what I do, guys. Yeah. So weekly chart, would you buy, sell, or stay out of the market? Okay. So gold, weekly chart, would you buy, sell, or stay out of the market? Dances with Beast, your pen game is strong, dude. Thank you. I pride myself on my penning ability. Okay. Okay, so we've got 2 stay out, 1 buy, 1 dunno, 1 sell. Stay out, stay out. Yeah, I mean, I would stay out looking at the weekly chart. Yeah, because, you know, we know this is support. Yeah, and if you just look at the chart, yeah, and if you look at these candles, bearish, bearish, and bearish. So remember, we're in a downtrend stroke range. So first and foremost, buying is off the chart. You know, we're not buying. Yeah, I don't want to buy. It depends on what your strategy is. If you want to scalp that weekly level for 10 pips with a buy, fill your boots. Yeah. But from a weekly point of view, that is not a buy. Yeah. We are at the bottom of a range, but it's a downtrend stroke range. So we're only really looking for sells. And we do not sell into support. We just do not do that. Don't do it. Okay. So we do not sell into support. All right. Therefore, we do not have a trade. I cannot sell this. Yeah. Because there could be buyers here. Yeah. And we're seeing buyers already. All right. And I cannot buy this because we are in a downtrend stroke range and we have very bearish candles. All right, so that's the weekly analysis done. Let's look at the day chart. Okay. Right, so looking at the day chart. All right, I'm just going to pose the question, then I will give you my 2 pence worth. So what would you do with this pair? Gold right now, would you buy, sell, or stay out of the market? Okay, guys. All right. So again, a bit of a mixed bag. All right. So this is what I look at. All right. This is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a downtrend. Yeah. You don't have to be Warren Buffett. I would say that's, we're looking at a downtrend. And we are in a downtrend that has broken these lows. Yeah, it has. That is undeniable. Yeah, we have broken these lows. Okay. So, could we sell it? I still wouldn't sell it. Why? Because I know this is a weekly level. So what I will do, and like I said, at this weekly level, you're going to find buyers. Whether it's today, tomorrow, you will find buyers at some point. Okay. I know on the daily chart, we've broken this level, but remember, it's a weekly. So we go back to the weekly, it clearly hasn't broken this level. And in fact, for me to start trading this short, I would need to see a weekly break of this level. Only then would I be comfortable. Excuse me, the vodka. Only then would I be comfortable shorting this. Yeah. I know the day candle has broke it, but I really need to see this weekly candle. It's the same, guys. Sometimes when you see, this is resistance. Yeah. And you see bang, you see a H1 candle that breaks this area of resistance. Okay. Actually, let's do support. Yeah, because this is support. All right. Sometimes we get this. This is the H1 chart. Bang. All right. And at this point, when we break this, we've got a nice bearish H1 candle. All right. And everyone is thinking sell, 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 sell. But then 3 hours later on the H4 candle, yeah, we get something that looks like this. So it's broken down. Yeah. But then we get a huge wick and a big bullish bearish H4 candle that hasn't broken this low, hasn't broken this support. It's the same with the daily and the weekly. The daily, yeah, this is the daily, it has broken support, but we could quite easily see a weekly chart like this that hasn't broken the low. And then if I see that, I will want to get out of that sell trade as quick as you can say pumpernickel. I don't know. It's the first longish word I can think of with a lot of syllables. So yeah, bear that in mind. All right. And for that reason, it will be interesting to see what this weekly candle does. All right. So going back to the day chart, I am still fully aware of that weekly chart, and therefore I would not trade this. There are other reasons why I wouldn't trade this, because we are due, even if we were in a downtrend and we didn't have support here, you know, it's due a bit of a retrace to perhaps an area of value here or the moving average 20. And then we can look to sell it. All right. But there's no value down here. If you started selling here, where would you put your stop? Here? Above the moving average? Yeah. Above this candle, that would definitely get taken out. All right. So gold is a wait and see. Yeah. Let's see what that weekly candle does in here. And then potentially we could trade the bottom of the range up. Yeah, we could. But again, I like to be with the trend on the day chart. All right. So I would need to see a retrace, then come lower. All right, guys. So yeah, gold, yeah, not tradable for me at the moment. We need to see what happens. Right, what else are we looking at? Well, guys, to be honest with you, I think we're going to call it a day there. I'm just checking I haven't missed any important questions for everyone. No, okay. Thomas Andrew was looking good on the files. Okay. All right, guys. Yeah, and remember, guys, if you want your questions to have priority, then become a member and join us. Right, guys, we're going to leave it there. I hope you've enjoyed it. If everyone could please smash the like button if you've enjoyed our live stream together. Thank you for all the questions, guys. You know, and thanks for watching, guys. You make it possible and keep this live stream going with all of your good questions. So we appreciate it. Have a great rest of your trading day, and I'll see you tomorrow, guys. See you later.